Good day, my wonderful viewers. My name still remains Mr. CBN of Mr. CBN Inspirationals. We are handling a very important segment this time. We're trying to reach out to a very important set of people in our economy, in our country, in our continent, the students, those in the higher institution. That's why we titled this DVD, The Labor Market. This is where everyone is getting down to, though some few persons are religiously calling this to be the favor market. I don't agree with you. I really buy your religious sentiment, but doesn't remove the fact that it remains the labor market, where whatever you do in a higher institution is tested and brought to book. It's obvious that most people enter the labor market unprepared. I want to bring another dimension of this to you, that while you are preparing with your profession, your career in school, this video will provide a window for you to look out and see what really awaits you in the labor market and how you can possibly combat and meet up with the demands of the labor market. A lot of our youth enter there and we are swallowed with uncertainties they were never prepared for. But in this video, you're going to see the two dimensions you need to prepare for. One is what I call the skillful preparation. The other is the professional preparation. I will take care of the skillful preparation, then possibly I'll get one of my friends to handle the professional preparation. How do you prepare? The labor market is the place where you go to exhibit your skill, your profession, and start getting dividends. All the investment made by yourself, your family, a community, or whatever, it's time for you to put it to work for advancement of the society and for some financial dividends that was supposed to reflect in your pockets. But it's obvious that most people enter this market and they are swallowed in it. They get confused, they get stopped up because they can't find where to go. The uncertainties in it swallows them up because some of them were not very prepared. A saying has it that a typical Nigerian graduate is unemployable. That thing really pains my heart because sometimes the gallivanting things, the flavorities that happens in school has swallowed some of us and taken us away from the reality that awaits us in the other side. You know, in high institution, we have a lot of fun, the freshers' night, picnics, and different kind of activities. The K guides, you have your gyrations here and there, some get into cultisms and all that. You have the license to collect money from anybody. They keep sending you money. All your cousins, aunties start sending you money. Those that can't send, start getting angry with them and all that. It's really your time and season. But while we are enjoying the pleasures of the moment, I want to take your head up to see the other side so that you can understand and prepare effectively so that you won't get lost when you enter that world. It's a world, I call it the real world, not the fake fantasy life we have on campus, where some of you live with your babes and you are trying to experiment marriage and flourishing and misbehaving because possibly money is coming from different angles. I want to shock you in one thing. I'm a living witness anyway. By the time you drop your pen in your final year, all those money coming with C's. Some aunties and uncles ask you, go and get a job, start something, and then start earning a living. You're no longer in school. And you have barely 1 or 2 years or 3 years to graduate, and the whole movie will have ended. What would that movie end with? Will it end leaving you stranded, or will it end leaving you prepared to meet the next phase of life? I call it the responsible phase, where you start responding to your abilities. But what happens when you could not develop any ability? You become irresponsible. You still end up begging and calling and becoming angry with all the uncles and aunties, and that will make you very stupid and unreasonable. So what do you do now? Sit back and prepare yourself. What do? Look out for opportunities. All your weekend, what is it occupied with? Your weekend, you're occupied with one ashebi or the other. Every ashebi, you are in that ashebi. Every wedding, you are in it. Every party, you are in it. I didn't say you should not have your fun. All works and no play. Make Jack a dull boy. No, have your fun, enjoy yourself. But all works, all play and no work makes Jack a stupid boy. So learn to strike a balance between work and then, which is your academic work, fun, and getting a plan B in the labor market. That's the essence of this video. Preparing with a plan B. I will still handle the professional part where you prepare your CVs, how to write your CV, because at error, you are approaching final year, you don't know how to write CV, you don't know how to stand in an interview and answer interview questions. These are skills you pick in school. Obviously, there is no course in school that teaches you that. You need to learn them and prepare effectively because you are entering the real world. And these are the tools you will need to meet up with the demands of that marketplace, the labor market. how to prepare CVs, how to position yourself for the right kind of job, for the kind of job you want. That's what we call positioning and all that. I have a professional that will deal with that aspect, but I'm focusing more on skill. Pick timely skills. Your time in school now, you have no responsibility waiting for you. Majority of you in high institutions are being sponsored by other parents, guardians, auntie, or your scholarship, or possibly you are sponsoring yourself. I don't doubt that. So whichever one you are doing, there is time and need for you to prepare for the next phase, because in life, responsibility increases. It won't always be like this. Now, 10, 20,000 can be enough for you in a month. What happens when responsibility increases, where you have a wife, a husband or children that looks up to you to meet their needs? What will you do? You will simply have to fold your hands and start calling and start disturbing everyone that knows you to come to your aid, because you met adulthood so unprepared. Prepare yourself with this video. Pick up a skill. There are some sensitive skills that can help you from the comfort of your home, depending on your strength and your capacity, and possibly your hobby. If you like system and laptops a lot, there are a lot of jobs you can do. A skill you can acquire, ICT skills, such as you can do CCNA, you can do ethical hacking, you can do C++, a lot of advanced programming packages you can learn online or you can learn offline. Those times you're asking Uncle Ike, Uncle John, Uncle Taiwo of money, gather those funds and use it to do something for yourself. You'll be very wonderful when you leave school and you have a certification from Cisco that you're already a networker, a computer networker. You can do networking in computer systems very well. It wouldn't it be wonderful? And secondly, there are skills that will even enhance you in your profession. Assuming you are studying banking and finance, you go and pick up a skill more like this Cisco I talked about. Banks use network, intranet and internet. If you are a banker and you have Cisco certification in your CV, what are you not talking? Every bank will want to have it because they pay those IT guys heavily to employ them and get them to do their jobs. But when they employ you with your Cisco certification, you become a hot cake for them. That is adding a plus to whatever you're doing in school. Don't tie yourself down and waiting for your grade. I know you are very brilliant, some of you anyway, very brilliant. You're coming out with your A's, but don't rely on that. Trust me, it may fail you. Example is myself. When I was going for my IT, actually, I passed a lot of labs. I read lab science anyway. I passed a lot of labs. I consider them small. So those labs, I couldn't go in there. I said, no, this one is small. I can't do it. I was this ambitious that I want to work in a big establishment. By the time all those big establishments rejected me, it was done on me what I was going to face when I graduate. I now went back to those small ones that I was considering not qualified to have me. They were even rejecting me as well. What happens? I know that the die is cast. I need to smart up, add up a skill to whatever I'm doing in school, so that when I leave, I will be able to achieve my dreams without being stuck up where my mates are running ahead. So what's the point? Pick a skill. It can be a skill in line with what you're studying. You can pick a skill off what you're studying, depending on your passion. I have passion for talking, so I went for trainings in professional speaking and all that. So I get trained effectively in it, and now I'm functioning in it and it's paying my bills. So you get trained according to your field, according to your passion. For those who are studying law, you can get yourself in public speaking as a skill and train yourself in it. You can still train yourself in painting, irrespective of what you are studying. It might not be exactly in line with your profession. You can go and learn paint. People are building and painting every day by day. And then get yourself attached to a professional painter. Tell him my Saturdays are free, my Sundays are free. So anytime you get a job by weekend, call me. Let me join you and do a painting job. If it is cement work, building code jobs, attach yourself to a civil engineering company. Do a weekend job with them. By the time you do it without being paid, just like you are in school. Keep gathering money from uncles and auntie. Hide under that umbrella you're a student. You can beg anyone for money and they will give you. With that particular umbrella you are on, you can now gather all the money. Pay even the contractor. Let them teach you how to lay blocks, how to paint house, how to do a lot of building jobs. The next of them is you can pick up a tailoring skill. People are wearing clothes. That's part of the necessities of man. Shelter is there, building. Clothing is there, wearing of clothes. You can't do without your outfit. Nobody walks around naked. It's a skill that is universal. You can use this skill in any part of the world where you go to. You pick up a tailoring skill, attach yourself to a tailor around your school premises. When you are free of lectures, go and be in his workshop. Once observe what he is doing and gradually learn the skill. Within the 2, 3, 4 years you have in school, you would have mastered that skill to start working. Now, when you leave school, while you're waiting for your normal NYSC or whatever you're supposed to do, you can be working while waiting for it. You can go and then do proper internship under their care and then get explicit what that profession is all about and prepare. Let it be a plan B for you. By the time you are off school, you are now entering the real world to go and start doing the normal thing your mates are doing. You already have something you are doing while you're submitting your CV online. When you finish your normal work online, you submit your CVs. If you must work, that's if you must work. Submit your CVs online and still keep doing that sewing, keep going for painting and all that. By the time you are done, your mates are still looking for a job in 1 year. In 1 year, you're already buying properties, already planning on getting married, starting a family with your skill. Whatever you read in school has not come to play. And what we will do now, whatever education you acquired in school will now help to balance your mind to do better in whatever you are doing. So education is about replacing a closed mind with an open mind. Don't close your mind to whatever you think you're doing in school. No. Open your mind and see the realities of life. You can do better. Trust me, you can. There is nothing you cannot do. You have over 8 billion cells and each of them are at work at all times. Deploy them to work. They will get you whatever you need. You are intelligent. Your problem is focus. You want to compete with all the fine girls in campus. You come to class, you're observing their hair, their hairstyle. This one is wearing, putting on woman hair. This one is putting on Brazilian hair and all that. And you are getting distracted. You now go and start calling your boyfriend and put them under pressure. Before you know it, you get into prostitution, selling your body for money so you can meet up. And all those things they die with the campus life. When you get into the real world, nobody sometimes observes what you are putting on or what you're wearing. What you observe is, can you pay your bills? So I'm not planning to prepare your mind to the most important thing in life, preparing yourself to pay your bills. And what will help you do that? Picking a skill. I don't have a problem because now our educational system, especially in this part of the world, is not strong to prepare you effectively in your career to function as soon as you leave school. That is why sometimes some of the professions like medicine will subject you to an internship, 1 year or house job where you will be exclusively trained practically in what you learned. Some other courses may not have that liberty to do that. So most times our graduates enter school, enter life without getting the proper knowledge of what they actually read in school. It will surprise you to know someone who read computer science, some of them can't even own a system. And it's really very appalling, and that's bad. Why? Because the structure and the educational system is not very healthy. So what will you do as a smart kid? Pick up a skill, something very practical, something very tangible. It's education. That's even a school on its own. If you travel to Western world, there are schools where you go to learn painting. There are schools where you go to learn bricklaying. There are schools where you go to learn different things you relegate in this part of the world. Actually, a certification programs you do overseas and you get paid for it. You pay for you to learn it. So go and learn it. Add it up to what you have. Throw away that big boy jingoism you are doing. It doesn't make sense. It's not real. You're not being real because you can't pay your bills. Remove your dad and your mom that are supplying you those funds. You become empty. The next you start looking for who to snatch his phone and all that, and you become useless. You are not responsible. So any big boy is a big boy that can pay his bills. Can you pay your bills minus your dad, your mom, and your uncles? You can't. So what will you do? Prepare yourself. Get real with life. Go and get a skill. Someone will handle it on the way you can get a job. I'm not after the fact that you shouldn't go and work after you spend time in school. Get a job, it's beautiful, but you can still start up something for yourself. Learn photography, it's powerful. I keep talking about my studio manager. This guy is an inspiration to me. He's handling this camera perfectly well. He picked up this skill even as a student. And right now, he's not part of what he read in school. He read printing technology. But look at him doing wonders on camera. What happened? He understood that the labor market is not going to be very favorable. Let me pick up a plan B. Now, while his mates are dangling up and down, he's focused, achieving his dreams, making his school cash. So what are you waiting for? Go and pick up a skill. There's a number on your screen. I can do a training for you on how to fulfill your dreams. Just send me a message to us and let's see how we can help you achieve a greater part of your dream. I don't want you to waste your life in campus, gallivanting, smoking. Guy, that thing is, you are getting artificially high. By the time you go so high smoking, you still come back to the reality that you don't have money. So what is there? Quit it. You are damaging your vital organs. Live a healthy life. Read your book. Those spare time you spend gisting, playing, gambling, spend it, pick a skill. This time will not come again. Now you are 21, 22, 23. The whole fun is on your head, guy. It won't last for too long. See, you keep banging different girls every week. Trust me, at a time will come when responsibility will not allow your manhood to rise. Trust me, that time will come. When you know, some married men, ask them, is it not when a man is very happy that he will have reasons to jump on his wife? Some people stay for a month, they have not remembered. That's responsible people. They have not remembered their wife or other girls. They are just focusing on how do I build capital to solve my problems. And you are here, you feel like I should waste my energy jumping around. This little change uncles and aunties send you, you share it among those girls, and then end up empty. They are hailing you in class, big boy, larger boy, fine boy. Guy, you are digging your grave. And do you know all these things will end after 1 year, after 2, 3, 4, 5 years. You guys will disperse. Some of my customers, I don't see them, we only see online, we chat, we talk and all that. By the time this whole time is over and you guys are gone, some of you would have picked up habits that you will struggle with for the rest of your life. Just in the space of 4 years, you met a passenger. You could pass the particular junction in life. You have picked up smoking, you picked up masturbation, you pick up homosexuality, you pick up lesbianism, and you are struggling with it now because you lack the confidence in yourself to believe in yourself and do the things you should do. You refuse, and now you believe that your confidence should be on someone's approval, and they now made you look like you are mbeke that is old fashioned, and then you want to belong. In trying to belong, you have picked up wrong things, you have picked up baggages that by the time you guys stop at that Fanaye junction, everybody will find their way. You will carry all those luggages, enter into your life to go and start struggling. And to whose detriment? You will disappoint your parents, disappoint aunties, disappoint siblings, people that are believing and looking up to you. Trust me, you can say no. I don't know what level you are in school now, but I want you to look beyond the environment. Count your days. Teach me to number my days, oh Lord. That's a prayer the psalmist prayed. Teach me to number my days, that I might apply my heart to wisdom. I don't know what you are doing, but I know that you are not actually doing anything that will help you in the future. Right now, so watching this video, make some resolutions. You can chat me up, you can consult me, we can find ways to help you. I run trainings or online trainings for some young people periodically. So if you chat me up, I can fix up a training section for you and help you in any way I can. You need to grow up from wherever you are and prepare better. Some people leave school. If you are out of school and watching me now, you find that most time when you have your old school conference and get together, most of your mates shy away from coming. Some come and they hide themselves because they have not found their feet in life because they couldn't prepare. Some of them relied on the connections and contacts of their parents, which end up failing them. So prepare on your own. Prepare strong. Prepare with your plan B. You can be making real money even as a student. Yes, you can. I had a friend then that was telling me that he wants to ride a car as a student, and he bought a car at his 400 level. Yes, that was his ambition, and he wanted to buy a car as a student, and he did it. He worked out the money. He started teaching in campus, and people were paying or saving up the money until he bought a car. So there are things you can do, even if you're running a tutorial in school, powerful. Still pick a skill that can sustain you beyond the school environment. It's very important. You're becoming a man. It's really very shameful that 20-something, mom and dad has to buy your boxers. They have to make your hair. They have to give you money to cut your hair. It doesn't speak well of you. And trust me, as a young lady, one of your advantages to getting married is being resourceful and skillful. No man wants to dump a liability on himself. It's only a very few men that want to marry and say, don't worry, don't work, I'll take care of the bills. Most men want their wife to be engaged. Want their wife to be reasonably engaged in something that would help the family sustain in a trying time. In case when he has problem, you'll be a strong backup to get him back on his feet. So what are you doing? You're carrying your fine face and that's all you have. A beautiful face and empty brain. My dear, I don't know what to tell you, but I think if your hair is more expensive than your head, then there's a problem. Because you carry 100,000 on your head, but your head has not read book worth up to 20,000. You have a problem. Go and start reading books. Go and start getting trained. Get a skill. It's possible you can raise money and open a workshop in school. Open a cyber cafe. Go and get an ICT skill. Go and learn systems, operations, advanced computer packages. As a young girl, go and learn it. It wouldn't be bad to meet your guy and tell him I'm a web designer. I'm a C++ personnel. I'm a programmer. I'm a computer programmer. So, but you're reading pop at me. Yes, that doesn't matter. I wanted to diversify. You are going into an ICT world and then every sphere, every set of these systems, as I need to prepare myself in case I couldn't pick a job from this, I can get myself through this. You're already giving a plus to that man. That man will really appreciate and know this one is a go-getter. This one is not someone I should take home and bang and throw away. No, this one is someone I should marry. The reason why he has not proposed yet is that he's still trying to calculate your head and your hair. Find out that your hair is more expensive than your head, and he wouldn't want to risk it. He wants a woman that has a correct head, that can carry his destiny, because women are destiny carriers. Who a man marries helps him to achieve his dream. So go and prepare yourself as a young lady. Stop wasting time. I really spend ample time trying to educate you on this skill thing. And I believe I've inspired you enough to know that you need to sit up now and start making calls. Call those your guys. Some of those your friends in school. Some of them are working. Some of them are doing some part-time jobs to sustain themselves in school. So find out from them. Call them on phone and engage them. Let them fix you up. Get busy. It's because you're not busy. That's why Chibai will come in the evening and say, guy, may you go drink. And you go and drink. They will buy for you free. You drink away your remaining part of your liver and your brain. And whose detriment? So get busy, get engaged. Either you are studying, or you are learning a skill, or you're having a little time preparing yourself for the future. I've really spoken much, and I've tried to educate you in diverse areas. I wanted to start making up your mind on what you want to do and how you want to do it. I don't know where you're watching me from, either through my YouTube channel, or you are watching me, you're viewing me from a CD you bought, or whatever, wherever you view me from. There's a number on your screen. You want to reach out to me, you need to be cancelled, you need to be mentored, just reach. If you send a text, my secretary will see it. She can refer you to me. If there are problems my team cannot handle, they will forward it to me. If there's one they can handle, they'll forward. I have staffs that are well trained in human resource to help you handle whatever issues you have, including packaging your CV well. Even though someone is going to be here to teach you on how to package your CV, how to position yourself for interviews, how to position yourself for the kind of job you want, the kind of questions to expect in interviews, and a lot of packages. We have so many things in stock for you. You can't escape getting a copy and getting to be a part of this team. Let's help you. Let's help you. You are very important to Nigeria. The problem we have is our human resource. The problem is in the head of the state of the head, and not in the head of the state. So let's put our heads in order and prepare for that future. You can't afford to disappoint your husband, your children. They are all in your loins now, waiting to be called out. They have expectations. So can you proudly say, I will give my children a better future than my father and my mom gave me? If you can say that, then how prepared are you to make sure that dream comes true? So that you won't give your children excuses when there is time to pay their school fees to hold on. They have not paid salary. That's really going to be a bomb. You won't give them reasons to drink garri or eat what they shouldn't eat because you are financially incapacitated. Prepare yourself. That's what makes you a responsible man. I love you so much. I appreciate you for staying with me this long. I intend to have you still on the screen. Keep watching, subscribe to our channel, and then be with us. We appreciate you a lot. God bless you. All right.